Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel with myself, Isabella. Thank you so much for joining me here today. If you're new here, click that subscribe button so you'll never miss another video. My name's Isabella, I'm a graduate of the Ballet Academy. I then went on to dance professionally in Russia before I founded BWI, which is an online training platform specialised in helping ballet dancers worldwide, be it professional ballet students or adult hobbyists, reach their goals. So let's get started. Now guys, it's the Olympics happening right now. It's 2024, the Olympics are on, and some amazing things have been happening, especially in the gymnastics area. Simone Biles has been completely rocking it and being completely mesmerizing and amazing as usual. Now, obviously as a ballet dancer, I don't know all the technical terms or exactly what people are looking for in the gymnastics field, but I have had a lot of gymnastics posts being shown on my Instagram and in the Explore and been recommended to me. And what really struck me, and this video has gone viral, especially with ballet dancers.
Daniela Silivas das Ergebnis ihrer Mannschaft nur noch verbessern, denn
and it's when she's performing the Compulsory routine in 1988. And when she came up, I was literally mesmerized by her because she resonates so much with us ballet dancers. The way she moves is incredibly balletic and artistic. And that got me really thinking. I was like, wow, did they all dance like that back in the day? This was like 36 years ago. And I was scrolling through the comments and comments were coming up like, this is what gymnastics used to be like. It used to be much more artistic. And, you know, the gymnastics has kind of evolved into being more sport-like and more of a sport, which I found so fascinating, because how many times have we spoken about in the ballet world how ballet is an art form and how ballet has become or is becoming more like a sport, how the focus is more towards doing so many pirouettes, tricks, etc. Now, obviously within ballet, we think like this because ballet, as we see it, is an art form. We're constantly telling a story and we need to speak and show that art and our soul through our movements. Now, you don't necessarily, especially as someone who's not an expert in gymnastics, you don't necessarily think that way when you watch an actual labelled sport like gymnastics. You don't think, oh, they need to be more artistic. You know, obviously they get skills for artistry, but you never really think that the sport has evolved into even more sport-like as it is a sport, if you understand what I'm saying. And so, but that really got me thinking. Then I was watching different gymnastics from back then, 30 years ago, to now. And obviously watching the Simone Biles. I mean, she is the representative of gymnastics in this day and age, and she is incredible, but it is very much more athletic. It is very much more, we're getting the points from doing these amazing things, and the artistry side of things wasn't so prevalent. Like, that's not what I noticed about Simone. I noticed her amazing skill, which, don't get me wrong, is amazing, but it's super interesting how things have evolved. And although potentially, you know, the gymnasts back in the day couldn't necessarily do the amazing, like extremely amazing physical things that they possibly can do now, again, not an expert, but they really had something. And this is what made me see the two comparisons between ballet and gymnastics, and how it's so interesting how both gymnastics and ballet have evolved to be more sport-like. Embrace the amazing technical skill that people are able to do, but don't lose sight of what we once had, which was the artistry, which was really touching people's lives and touching people's emotion and really making people feel something rather than just doing literal steps. And I think we need to really remember that it's all about the package. It's all about both things, and how one of those things cannot get lost. Otherwise, we're really losing art and losing art in humanity, and that's not what we want to do. And so guys, now we're going to watch Daniela Silvas's routine. So ballet-like. Okay, let's watch. She already looks like a ballet dancer. Like, she really has that physique. Just beautiful. And I'm so interested to think, look at that jump. I mean, just amazing, so high off the floor. but it's just her movements and even her transition steps are very balletic, and it makes me think that likely so that the cross training that these gymnasts had was probably very much ballet. Like, I'm sure they were doing ballet classes, I'm sure they had ballet training alongside all their gymnastics training. And it's just the line of the legs, the line of the feet, even though obviously they have to do certain things that are very gymnastic. It's just, you know, nowadays when I watch the sport, the line of the feet is not so nice. Like, you don't really associate ballet and gymnastics so closely together. Like, I don't really think, oh, it looks very balletic, other than maybe rhythmic gymnastics, which is different. But this kind of gymnastics, you really never associated with ballet up until I saw this video, and I was like, oh my God, wow. She's just incredible and has such presence. And you're really drawn into it because it is like a dance. It is like this real kind of beautiful routine. Whereas now I feel like, even though it's so impressive, the jumps and everything, it's the in-between steps where here she's really going for it and she's artistic. I mean, amazing. She looks happy. Just like with ballet and gymnastics, don't lose the art and really keep bringing that out, because I was absolutely mesmerized by Daniela and thought, wow, it's so compatible and so in relation to ballet, and her routine just looked very like a whole ballet variation. It was amazing. And so that's something that I really took away. It was humbling in a way and almost reassuring that, oh, it's not just ballet that's struggling with this. Even in gymnastics, which is a sport, they are struggling maintaining the artistic side of their sport and of the profession. And let's not lose that. Ballet for gymnasts is such an amazing cross-training tool. Another thing I noticed is the music choice. Obviously, this is in the 80s, so the music choice is definitely going to be different. But it was very classical. It was very orchestral. It really did remind you of an actual ballet performance, and that was something that also drew me in. Whereas now, obviously, it's the pop music and it's the stuff that's popular. But yeah, I was absolutely mesmerized with Daniela and so amazed to find her. And I think she's probably at home thinking, wow, I've gone viral 30 years later for my routine, which is amazing. Daniela, if you're watching this, you are incredible. And I think we can all learn something from this. For those that have the artistic side but need to brush up on their technique, like, for sure, that's so important. But even within a sport, something that's just about somersaults, I mean, it's not, but something that's heavily focused on getting the points for the somersaults, even those gymnasts and gymnasts within that field miss the artistic side. They want that. They want more of that, which just sends the message home even more, guys. Focus on your artistry as well. It is something to train along with the technique. Don't add it on top afterwards. If you just add it on top afterwards as icing, you won't really know how to use it. You won't really know how to add it. Daniela has that artistic side nailed so well. So guys, comment down below if you agree, and have you been watching the Olympics? I sure have, and I love it. I just love, because obviously I resonate so much with the gymnast in a way, or just in general, the athletic mindset. You know, on A Dancer's Mindset, my podcast, we talk about the mindset side of things a lot because we are athletes, and I just really, I like the simplicity of athletics. Like, I like the simplicity of, that's my goal, that's what I've got to achieve. And there's kind of this very tunnel vision thing of, that's what I'm going to do. And because ballet is so artistic and we put so much pressure on ourselves, and there's much more kind of wiggle room as to our nuances and this, and what type of dancer do we want to be, where do we want to get the job, which school do we want to go to. I think we panic a lot more, and we get very wrapped up in our own thoughts and worry a lot about the future. And so I love athletes because they're very goal orientated, and I think we can learn a lot as dancers. So definitely check out my podcast, A Dancer's Mindset, focusing on that side of things as well. Comment down below if you enjoyed this video. Keep watching the Olympics, both from back in the day and now, and see if you can see the difference and which ones do you prefer and why. It is so useful to analyze people and to really understand what is it that makes someone so great, because you can really take that in towards your ballet and learn a lot. So thank you so much for watching. Give this video a like and subscribe, because a lot of you watched but you haven't subscribed yet, so you don't miss another video. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys very soon. Enjoy the rest of the Olympics.